Friends. How are you? Did you guys see all the snow today? How fun is that? I bet you guys are going to go outside because it's great weather. It's spring break. Does anybody have big brothers and sisters at home to play outside with them today? I have some special friends. You can't see them, but they're actually my relatives. They're here visiting for spring break, and they're going to be my storytime audience today. So if you hear some giggles in the background, that'll be what it is. It's my niece and my nephew, and actually my daughter's here today too, and my sister. That's kind of fun for me because I haven't had a live audience in so long. Oh my goodness. Okay, should we get some wiggles out? I thought we'd do head and shoulders. Do you remember you just follow the instructions of the song? I got to get my words here though, because we know how confused I get. All right, ready? Try not to bump into the wall. Oh, before we get started, I almost forgot to tell you, I'm in a different space, right? I'm in the little room today because in our big room, there's a book fair for spring break. So you should tell mom and dad. And if you're out and about, stop by the library and you guys can look at books, okay? All right, wiggle time. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. All right, what was next? Do you guys remember? Feet, tummies, arms, and chins. Okay, can we do it? Feet, tummies, arms, and chins, arms and chins. Feet, tummies, arms, and chins, arms, and chins. Eyes and ears and mouth and shins. Feet, tummies, arms, and chins, arms, and chins. All right. And next, hands, fingers, legs, lips. Okay, ready? Hands, fingers, legs, and lips, legs, and lips. Hands, fingers, legs, and lips, legs, and lips. Eyes and ears and mouth and hips. Hands, fingers, legs, and lips, legs, and lips. How'd you guys do? I've been going pretty fast today. Do you hear all the giggles that I got in my audience? Pretty funny, huh? Okay, we're back to head and shoulders, and then it'll be story time. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Hey, give yourselves a hand. Good job, guys. All right. I think it's story time. Should we get our story time song done so we can all just calm down and have some fun reading stories together? All right. Hands go up and hands go down. I can turn myself around. I can stand up on one shoe. I can listen, so can you. I can sit. I'll show you how. Story time is starting right now, friends. Okay, welcome to story time. How was your week? Did you guys have a great week? Are you guys getting a spring break? I know some of us homeschool, so maybe we're not taking a break when the other kids are. But if you're on spring break, I hope you're getting outside every day. And maybe even if you're not on spring break, I hope you're getting outside every day and enjoying all of this great snow. You know what this snow reminds me of? There is this thing that happens this time of year with sleds and dogs. It's like this big race. It's a really long race. It takes several days. Do you guys know what this is? Did you say, Josh, do you know?
The Iditarod.
The Iditarod. Who else said the Iditarod? Good job. So, have you guys ever seen a real sled that dogs pull? Look at this. I have this great picture with all the different parts. Let me see if I can name some of these. I might have to go around the other side. So there's a dog harness. That's what hooks to the dog so it can pull. This is a snow hook, and that's like a brake, right, to hold the sled in place. You're going to need some pretty heavy gloves if you're going to hold on to this handlebar and ride with your feet each on one of these. And then all your stuff is in here, right? So you're going on a long trip. It's like packing the trunk of your car. Only you put it in your sled and then your dogs pull you and you stand here and you got to have good gear. What do you think? Have any of you ever seen a sled dog team or a dog sled? I wonder how many dogs it takes to pull a sled. Our first story is a counting story about sled dogs. Let's see how many sled dogs they need for their team. It's called Wiggle, Waggle, Woof, Counting Sled Dogs in Alaska. One dog truck. Have you guys ever seen those with the holes in the back where the dogs go? That's kind of interesting. Rattle, rattle, clang. Two little noses. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Three dogs wait. Soon it will be their turn. Wiggle, waggle, wiggle, waggle. Woof, woof, woof. Four paws prance. Left, right, left, right. Five heads bob. Swing dogs bark. Swing dogs? I wonder, right here it says what swing dogs are. Swing dogs, they're the dogs right behind the lead dog, and they help steer the team. That's kind of interesting. All right. Six eyes watch, hooking up the wheel dogs. Wiggle, waggle, wiggle, waggle, woof, woof, woof. Now, what's a wheel dog? A wheel dog, the dog's closest to the sled. That's cool. 7 in harness. Jingle, 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 jangle. 8 on necklines. Stretch, scratch, snooze. What's a neckline? A neckline connects a dog collar to the toe line. 9 booties fall off. Put them back on, quick. What are the booties for? Small polar fleece socks that fit over the dog's paws to protect from jagged rocks and ice. Booties close with Velcro style tabs. Is that where the booty goes? That's so silly. Wiggle, waggle, wiggle, waggle. Woof, woof, woof. 10 ears flapping. Flip, flap, flip, flop. 11 tails wagging. Swish, swish, swish. 12 on tug lines. Soon it will be time to go. A tug line connects the back of a dog's harness to the toe line. See this? This is the tug line, and this is the toe line. Wiggle, waggle, wiggle, waggle, woof, woof, woof. 13 huskies howl, ruff, ruff. Oh, 14 dogs hitched, ready to go. That's a lot of dogs. 15 heads turn, waiting for the countdown. Wiggle, waggle, wiggle, waggle, woof, woof, woof. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They're off. What do you think, friends? That's pretty cool. I don't really know that I want to own 14 dogs. That sounds like a lot of work. I do like dogs, though. We talked about pets last week. Remember, we counted cats and we talked about pets. And some of us raised our hand when we said we had pets. I think we're going to read some more dog books today. That might be kind of fun. This one is really funny. It's called Bark George. It's all about a dog named George. He's pretty cute. Bark George. George's mother said, "Bark, George." George went, "Meow." "No, George," said George's mother. "Cats go meow. Dogs go arf. Now bark, George." George went, "Quack, quack." "No, George," said George's mother. "Ducks go quack, quack. Dogs go arf. Now bark, George." George went, "Oink." "No, George," said George's mother. "Pigs go oink. Dogs go arf. Now bark, George." George went, "Moo." George's mother took George to the vet. "I'll soon get to the bottom of this," said the vet. "Please bark, George." George went, "Meow." The vet reached deep down inside of George, ew, and pulled out a cat. "Bark again, George." George went, "Quack, quack." The vet reached deep, deep down inside of George and pulled out a duck. "Bark again, George." Oops, I'm crooked. Sorry, guys. The vet reached, George went oink, and the vet reached deep, deep, deep down inside of George and pulled out, what do you think he pulled out? A pig. Oh my goodness. Having a tough time with this. "Bark again, George." George went, "Moo." The vet put on his longest latex glove and he reached deep, 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 deep down inside of George and pulled out a cow. "Bark again, George." George went, "Arf." George's mother was so thrilled that she kissed the vet. And the cat and the duck and the pig and the cow. On the way home, she wanted to show George off to everyone on the street. So she said, "Bark, George." "Hello." Oh my goodness, was that a silly story? I like that one. All right, should we do some counting? Last week we counted cats, so we might as well count dogs this week, right? Let's see if I can make this work. Can you guys see my dogs? Whoa, let's go a little bit. Whoa, that was way too fast. Okay, here we go. There are 5 dogs up here, but just to make sure, we should count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 little puppy dogs by the kennel door. 1 left the crowd. Now we have to count and find out how many are left, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 little puppy dogs running around a tree. Mother called one home. And now how many are left, friends? 1, 2, 3 little puppy dogs playing with a shoe. Naughty puppies. 1 ran after a cat. And now there are two little puppy dogs having so much fun. One went to find a bone, and now there are, how many? One. One little puppy dog went to find a bone, and no. One little puppy dog sitting in the sun. She went in the kennel like a good little puppy. And now how many are left?
None.
None. But there is something else on our board. What is that? What are those? Can you guys see those? Let me pull one over here so you can see it. What do dogs like? Bones. Should we count those as well? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. What comes after 4? 5. 5 juicy bones lying on the floor. And the puppy ate one. And now there is 1, 2, 3, 4 juicy bones under a big tree. And the puppy ate another one. And now there are 1, 2, 3. 3 juicy bones. So fun to chew. That puppy ate another one. Puppies are hungry. And now there's how many? 1, 2. 2 juicy bones in the bright warm sun. And the puppy ate another one. I think this puppy is going to have a tummy ache. And now there's 1 juicy bone. Oh, so yummy. And the puppy ate the last one and had a happy tummy? Do you think so?
No.
I don't know. I'm thinking maybe that puppy would not have a happy tummy. Okay, so we have one more book, friends. And if you haven't already guessed, I'll let you know it's about a dog. Dog loves books. Let's see. Dog loved books. He loved the smell of them. He loved the feel of them. He loved everything about them. Dog loved books so much that he decided to open his own bookstore. He unwrapped, unpacked, and stacked the books ready for the grand opening. When the day of the grand opening finally came, Dog had a bath. He dried his fur. He blew his nose. He threw open the door to greet his new customers. But there was no one there. So, Dog tried to keep busy. And then a lady came into the store. "I'll have a tea with milk and 2 sugars," she said. "I'm sorry," Dog said, "but this is a bookstore. I only sell books." The lady walked out. Dog was alone. Then a man came into the store. To ask for directions. When he left, Dog was downhearted, but not for long. He wouldn't wait a moment more. Dog fetched a book from the shelf and began to read. When he read, he forgot he was waiting. When he read, he forgot he was alone. When he read, he forgot he was at the bookstore. And when one adventure ended, a Dog simply took another book down from the shelf, and a new adventure began. So Dog was somewhere else altogether when a customer came into the store to ask for a book. Dog knew exactly which ones to recommend. Dog loves books, but most of all, he loves to share them. I want you guys to know I love to share books too. This right here, what we're doing, reading stories together, this is my favorite part of my job. I love it so much, and I'm so excited you guys are here with me today. I have one more thing to read to you. It's called Sled Dog Dreams, and it's a poem. So I'm going to see if I can hold it up in front of the camera so you can see the cool picture while I read. Winter skies and northern lights bring sled dog dreams of snowy nights, and days on trails of crusted snow wagging tails at 10 below. Snug in straw-lined doggy beds, they dream they're racing, pulling sleds. But every sled dog's favorite dream is when he leads the winning team. What did you think? Do you guys like poems? They're kind of a fun short story. Or if they're put to music, then they become a song, right? All right, it's time for art projects, friends. Can you guess what they're going to be? Do you think we're going to have art projects about cats? What about mice? I think maybe dogs. Dog, a good companion. Carol drew a great picture of a sled. Race to vaccine 2021. Did you know that the original Iditarod was about a team, several teams of sled dogs that had to take medicine to a village in Alaska because there was a big snowstorm and there was some sick kids and they needed some medicine, and that it was such a long journey and there was no other way to get there. So one team took the medicine so far and then another team took the medicine so far. Anyway, the celebration of that is what started the Iditarod. It's a really cool story. And we have some Iditarod stories at the library. I bet you knew that. And some stories about a dog named Balto, who was originally part of one of those teams of dogs that took medicine to that village in Alaska. Okay, so on this side, do you have a favorite pet? You're going to draw a picture of your favorite pet that lives at your house. And on this side, there's instructions to make a dog puppet. So you just need a piece of paper. It can be any color you like, depending upon what color you want your dog to be. And then your piece of paper is going to get folded in half to make a triangle. See that? And then you're going to fold in some little ears. And that can be whatever size ears you think your dog needs. And then you get to decorate your little dog. This one even has hair, look. And then he needs a stick so he can become a puppet. Okay, friends, I'm going to put this on our Facebook page so your parents can print a copy. Or when you come down to the library to get books, either from the library or from our book fair, you can pick up a copy. And I'll see you guys next week. I hope you had fun. I had a ball. Bye for now, friends.
Bye. Bye.